Hey, what do you say? I think this is episode 55 of the Run-In Podcast. My name's Tommy Paradise, and I'm so happy to have back in the co-pilot seat. What's up, DJ?
It's once again showtime, folks. I'm happy to be back. I'm feeling good, after, sun and sand with a drink in my hand, and now I'm back. Now I'm back on the air. So yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, and we tried to do the It's Showtime, folks, last week with Mike Lanham. It wasn't the same. Mike gave it a hell of a try, but it just was. I did it too. It just wasn't the same. So glad to have you back, man.
I'd say glad to know that I'm needed for something.
Yeah. Glad to have you back. Don't forget, the Run-In Podcast is brought to you by Figure Collections and figurecollections.com/shop, where you can order the Cello Retros. Also, check out Figure Collections' YouTube page. Jack over at Figure Collections just put up a video chronicling Superman figures. It's a great video. Make sure you check that out. Comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Oh, and while you're on YouTube, you should hit up our YouTube channel. We're all caught up. All our episodes are up there, including last week's watch along with DJ and Phil Gentile and myself, where we watched old episodes of Family Feud featuring the WWEF at the time superstars. Yes. So make sure you check that out. It's more fun watching it on YouTube with the watch along than it is with the with listening to it. I mean, you can still hear it when you're listening, but it's definitely takes on a whole new element when you can watch it. You can actually watch what we're watching. And thanks to everybody who bought a shirt during the Pro Wrestling Tees 4th of July sale. We said we were going to give away an Eddie Guerrero Elite to one lucky purchaser. What? That person is Scott Pafumi. You are the winner of an Eddie Guerrero Legends Elite. I'll be in contact with you.
Not everybody has one of those, bro.
No, that's, you know what? I walked into Target the other day and it was all Bobby Heenan for Legends.
Of course. I got all John Cena over here. So
there's a couple John Cenas, actually. 2 John Cenas, I think. And then there was like 15 Bobby Heenans.
Yeah, I got orange and blue tight John Cena all over my Target.
And we gave away one of those a couple weeks ago in the Fig Cave, at the figcave.com, the Facebook group. We gave away one of those, so make sure you're following along over there at the Fig Cave. And of course, you can hit up runinpod.com. Our YouTube's up to date. Social media is the Instagram is at the Run-In Pod. Twitter is at Run-In Podcast. Buy, Sell, Trade Toys is hooking us up with some giveaways every single week. And last week we did not do the giveaway, or we did not announce the giveaway. We are going to announce the giveaway. He had a John Cena and Ultimate Warrior battle pack, and all you had to do was follow us and him. We are going to give that away to somebody on Instagram. It is going to be, I don't know how to say this, but it is Chint Latzinski, Christian Talinsky. It's CHINTLOCZYNSKI. You are the winner of the John Cena and Ultimate Warrior 2-pack.
Man,
so, yeah, it's a good deal. All you got to do is follow along on Instagram, and you guys can be entered to win this week's giveaway.
I got to check and get some free figs.
That's right. I got to check my phone here because I forget what he said. Buy Sell Trade Toys hooking us up again this week with another giveaway.
All right.
You got to be following us and him on Instagram and share. We're going to make a giveaway post, and you got to share it. And you got to tag 3 friends in it and share it to your own page. And everybody who does that will be entered to win. It is a Kyle O'Reilly Elite. Fresh off Great American Bash
with that banger of a match.
Yeah. So we'll reach out to Christian, and then if you want to take part and get that Kyle O'Reilly Elite, all you got to do is follow us on Instagram, follow Buy Sell Trade Toys, and then tag 3 friends on that giveaway post. And so keep an eye out for that. It'll be up sometime over the weekend. And yeah, we'll give
3 real friends, like 3 people.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're trying to. Yes, we are bribing you to get the word out here. So no, I have no qualm saying that. So
absolutely.
So get 3 folks, real folks that don't worry, we won't let them down when they listen.
You got the drip flowing now that you're back, my man?
Of course.
All right.
Have to get some ice in it though, because it's another hot one in here. But it's a good thing I figured out the fan situation, so I don't look like a couple weeks ago where I looked like, the abominable snowman in here during the summer.
I got another Raise energy drink going. I'm back with the South Beach flavor, new flavor for summer. You guys can get your own Raise energy drinks by going to REPP sports.com. Add them to your cart, and then you can use the code RUNINPOD for 15% off. And they've got the new strawberry lemonade flavor. They've got a strawberry colada flavor. They've got a Baja Blast simulated flavor. All kinds of good stuff there. The South Beach one is so good, so good. And no crash, hydrating energy, intensified stamina, razor sharp mental focus, which I may not demonstrate during the show. And then, of course, the big one is no sugar added. So it's good stuff, man. No carbs if you're on that keto kick.
So got all the bases covered. No sugar, no carbs.
That's right.
So no excuses if you need some caffeine.
That's right. The website is Rep Sports with 2 P's, REPP sports.com. Find Raise Energy on there and add it to your cart. And you actually get 15% off of anything on their website, not just the energy drinks. So if you guys are looking for stuff, they got pre-workout, they've got protein snacks, they've got peanut butter cup protein popcorn. That sounds good, actually.
What?
Whey protein, shakers, all kinds of stuff. Backpacks, all kinds of stuff, man. I'm telling you. Shirts, hoodies, check it out. Go to repsports.com and use that code RUNINPOD. Save yourself 15% on some workout stuff. All right, DJ, man. I think that's everything for the good old housekeeping segment here in the kickoff segment. Blitzkrieg Pro did announce another show. They're a friend of ours. I just want to mention that. They are doing another show in Westfield, Mass. They actually got a couple shows coming up here. Saturday, September 18th at the Moose Lodge in Westfield, Massachusetts. They're only able to sell 150 tickets to that. And then in Hartford, Connecticut, they will be November 6th and 7th. They'll be at the Connecticut Convention Center in Hartford at Retro World Expo. 2 shows on both Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to try to check that out myself. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a good time. But I do want to say, I mentioned this last week after I went to their last show. And JTG was at their last show, and he took on a guy by the name of Travis Huckabee. Okay. You can watch this on Twitch or IWTV. This match, JTG actually tweeted this out afterwards. He said, one of my favorite matches this year. Why? No dives, no super kicks, no outside floor spots, no weapons, no leg slaps, no gimmicks, straight wrestling. So if you go to twitch.tv and look for GoPro Professional Wrestling, you can fast forward to 1 hour and 2 minutes and watch JTG take on Travis Huckabee. Well worth your time to check that out. I promise you.
Especially if you like wrestling like that, where you're trying to see some guys go at it without all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, man, you weren't here to really talk about it last week, but JTG, man, he still looks like $1 million. He looks great, man. He, like I said, great match. I thought it was going to be the main event. It actually wasn't. And just a great overall match with this Travis Huckabee guy. It's good stuff. Check it out. You can also go to Blitzkrieg Pro's Instagram. It's just at Blitzkrieg Pro, and they have all the information on there. And stay tuned because they just announced another show, and I don't know where I saw it on here, if I saw it on Facebook or where the hell I saw it, but they're going to be doing a show in a brewery coming up. So keep an eye on that as well. So, and I believe that's August 14th 15th, I think. But anyway,
and Blitzkrieg they just kind of run the shows out there, don't they?
they're killing it out here right now. So, all right, dudes, and gals, dudes and dudettes, guys and gals, let's jump right in to, as long as you're ready, DJ, let's jump into In the Ring. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. You've been waiting like 2 weeks to do this. Let's do it.
Come on.
In the Ring is brought to you by our boy, Buy, Sell, Trade Toys on Instagram. Go follow him on Instagram, buyselltradetoys.com is also his website, but Buy, Sell, Trade Toys is his handle on Instagram. He just put up a post of how well he packs everything when he sells it.
Yeah.
So definitely check him out, and you can always slide into those DMs and say, "Hey, bro, we heard you on the Run-In podcast. I want to use the code RUN10 for 10% off."
I can attest, like when I got the Kerry Von Erich, I've tried to be, I'm trying to be Minton Box, and I got it, not a scratch on it.
Yep. I still gotta get down and see his spot there in Connecticut, and
exactly,
and check all that out. Do a vlog from there and shoot the shit with him and stuff like that. So
right.
All right, In the Ring, big week of wrestling this week, man.
Yeah,
lots of news, lots of stuff going on. Let's start with NXT Great American Bash. I don't know why I wrote All American Bash on our paper here, but
I knew what you meant.
Yeah. This to me though, like, I'll give my fair assumption, or my fair feedback here.
Okay.
To me, it was a great show. Great show. But to me, they slapped the Great American Bash name on it. But to me, aside from the set, nothing felt really special about this. It just felt like another Tuesday night show. What were your thoughts, man?
I was that's pretty much about where I was. And that's not to say that it was a bad, it's almost like it's halfway a compliment on what they do every week. Is that
yes, that's a great point.
Yeah, because it's like, I expect to have at least 3 good matches on an NXT show on a given week, and they by far once again delivered on that. So entertaining storylines and all. So it didn't but I didn't feel like it was pay-per-view level stuff.
Right. I think we've gotten into the habit of these, special, slapping those special names on these regular shows,
yes.
like Road Rager, Great American Bash,
right?
Halloween Havoc.
Havoc.
I think we've gotten into the habit of like, okay, they're slapping this name on it. It's going to be special. Should be like a pay-per-view. And I didn't get that feel. And like you said, though, man, that's like a compliment on how good NXT has been lately. Where I didn't feel like it was anything like super special. It was cool that that they had the set and everything like that. Tegan Knox comes back with the battery charged vignette. That was like you coming back here for our show. Your batteries are all recharged after being on vacation for a little bit, even though Tegan Knox wasn't really on vacation.
I'm about to say, I'm glad I didn't have to blow a knee to come back.
But overall, man, just a good, solid show. No real surprises though either. Like Adam Cole beat Kyle O'Reilly,
right?
Which I think everybody kind of knew that was going to happen. Trying to go through the matches here. I feel like there was no surprises. Everybody who we thought was going to win won. Actually, Io Shirai and
I was
Zoe
kind of surprised
Stark.
by that one. Yeah, that one surprised me.
That was a surprise. I sit corrected. Because they became the new NXT Tag Champions. I kind of forgot about that match, except for the Tegan Knox comeback. But then we had Fig Knight 27 beat Cameron Grimes,
right?
And stay the $1 Million Champion. Karrion Kross versus Johnny Gargano is made for next week, which I'll be excited for. That I like that they're building, like you said, man. They're building these stories for next week's show in this what's supposed to be a pay-per-view, but what can you do? I think that's a cool element that they're bringing to these special shows. I don't even know what to call them because they're not a pay-per-view. It's just a special show.
Right.
Reminds me of the old Clash of Champions that were on.
Right. I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
On TBS and
Yes.
on back in the day. Just be like a weekday pay-per-view. But
Right.
yeah, other than that, though, no big surprises on this show. Any other thoughts on this one?
Was there like a spattering of boos for MSK and during that tag team title match?
I don't recall. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
I thought I saw like some people commenting on that on Twitter, like, you know, because I would be it. I didn't hear it, but if there were, like, I would be asking the same question. Why are we booing MSK now? Like, you know.
Yeah, I didn't notice that watching it. I didn't notice, but
all right,
I could have missed it too. But.
Yep. Well, if anybody, like, you can, you know, you can comment to us if you have a feeling on that. Like, but if this is a trend, I'm not with it. I'm just gonna say that. I'm
not either. I like MSK.
Yeah.
Kenny, check in with us. Let us know for next week, man. We haven't had a Kenny's correction in a while. We've been correcting ourselves on the air here.
Right.
So, Kenny, I'm giving you some work, bro.
He got kids.
That's right. All right, moving right along, man. Well, there's not a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's just another really good episode of NXT for the week. We just happened to be named Great American Bash because they own it, and why not?
Right.
I would have, if this was going to be a pay-per-view level thing, it would have been nice to have some, you know, like, you got to throw us something here, like, you know, a little bit more. Like, I guess, like you said, like, your bar is so high that you set every week that you know, now we're like, okay, that was, you know, we're used to hearing the name Great American Bash. There's like, you know, where's my steel cage or something, you know?
Yeah, just some kind of special, you know, just something to give it a little more of a special feel, separate it from the usual Tuesday shenanigans.
Right.
But all right, let's jump right into the other special weekly show. We had AEW Road Rager.
Yes.
Thoughts on this, man?
I like basically almost exactly the same. Like, I like well, first off, though, let me say this. I'll be happy when WWE has a full crowd like that because that added a bunch of energy to this show, having that sold out crowd there. So I did enjoy that. I liked the mixed tag match. I thought that's I was thoroughly entertained in many ways. And what else happened and then we had our debuts, right? We had
that's right.
You know, I see them listed for you, so I won't. I don't like. You could, like, that's a good segue to what you got listed.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we're gonna kind of cover everything here quickly, but I was loving Andrade's new getup, his little entrance gear. I didn't even realize this when I saw it. I saw it on like one Instagram page or something, and it was, I guess that's an ode to a Batman character.
That's Black Mask.
Yep. Yes, thank you. I could not think for the life of me who it was supposed to be. But it was like the post I saw was like between Andrade and Penta. You know, Penta using Joker and then Andrade using Black Mask's look. They're all for the Batman villain. Whoever posted it on Instagram or whatever, they're all for the Batman villain get-ups for some of these wrestlers. Which I'm digging as well, man. Let's see, like Brian Cage as Bane or something, you know. Although I guess we kind of got Bane with Retribution in WWE, but let's and then we had so I'm digging Andrade's new look, and then we'll get to the big one here in just a second.
Okay.
We did see a fan charge the ring and try.
I like how they made it part of their promos, like after they got rid of the guy.
I like some of the comments, people asking if it was Chris Jericho's wife after she stormed the Capitol.
I did not see. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But I'm with you, man. Like, it was overall, I'll be honest with you, it was a good AEW show.
Yes.
I don't have a lot of bad to say about it. It just was, again, it was just like NXT to me, where it was nothing super special. It was just another NXT show to me, with the exception of, Andrade making his in-ring debut. Right. And of course, you guys all know by now, we saw Aleister Black, Tommy End, Malakai Black, whatever you want to call him. He is in AEW because WWE screwed up. And when he moved up to NXT, or from NXT, they'd never changed his no compete clause from 30 days to 90 days.
90.
That was my thing. I was actually at trivia, and a guy who comes into trivia all the time, who's a fellow wrestling fan, he actually said to me, he goes, "Hey, there was a huge debut on AEW." He's like, "Do you want to know who it was?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, give it to me. Let me know, what's up or whatever." And he's like, "I just saw it on my phone or whatever." He goes, and it's Tommy End or Aleister Black. And I'm like, what? That seems very quick. For him to be doing that, considering the 90-day clause thing. And then, of course, all over the place this morning, it is, WWE kind of screwed up and didn't change his clause. How do you screw that up? Like, I don't know. Good for him. Obviously.
It's the guy who got fired with the garbage bag thing.
Mark Carano.
Yeah, it's probably on his docket, and he got kicked out the door before.
Could be. I do love that he is still selling the eye injury, even though somehow Rey Mysterio's eye healed up super quickly. Aleister Black or Malakai Black, whatever you want to call him, his eye obviously taking a little bit longer to heal. Right. One thing I don't like, and Blue Meanie actually tweeted this as well. Mm-hmm. I don't like that what's the name of the masked announcer? Why can't I think of his name?
Excalibur
says, oh, that's Malakai Black.
You're hitting on just like, so I think our main thing that we've said about AEW, like our main criticism, is the detail in presentation. Mm-hmm. This is a huge star. Like you guys just got a huge star that's about to enter your league, your federation, your storylines. Okay, so we're used to somebody showing up and the announcers going, "Oh, who's this?" Right. I can buy that. I can go with that. But for one guy to go, "Oh, this is the guy that I used to wrestle, Tommy End," and then a couple of sentences later, it's Malakai Black. Wait, whoa! You just gave me two names on a guy that just walked through the door. Right. So it's details, folks. Details.
Right. And that's the little stuff that, Blue Meanie, you noticed it. I obviously was like, how do they know this guy's name already? He's supposed to be like a huge surprise that just showed up. And, okay. So we're doing this stupid, you're telling us who his name is. He should be telling us who his name is.
Right. So detail. Yeah. That's all. Not again, I enjoy, so before I get, people come at me, I enjoyed the show, but this is my one, when people, I'll see people on Twitter, and when I was standing in line at, for Sammy Guevara, everybody's telling me that this, everything they do is perfect. I'm like, well, it actually isn't, and it's okay that it's not perfect. I don't need it to be, but I just don't want you to tell me that I don't want people telling me that it is so it's the fact that if WWE made a blunder like that, that would have been all up and down your timeline. Right. With people having something to say about it. That's what bothers me. That's when I say that's the hypocrisy that I talk about when people are jumping on the AEW bandwagon. Same here. I agree with you 100%. Any other comments, concerns, feedback? I'm glad that Hangman Page has made it back to getting a shot at the title. I don't know. I guess unpopular opinion. I'm just I'm not really with Kenny Omega being the best wrestler in the world. I'm just not. he's not a bad wrestler. Like he's,
No.
I'm not saying he sucks or anything like that. I'm just saying the whole, like, he's the greatest wrestler in the world. I don't know. Like it's just not, it's not hitting for me.
No, I don't agree that he's the greatest wrestler in the world. He's boring as hell to me. Again, I'm trying to be very positive on AEW here.
Let it out. I say just let your.
Yeah,
I think you no longer have to apologize for. What you want to say.
I can't get into Kenny Omega at all. So, yeah, I can't get into him at all. That's all I really have to say about it.
Okay.
I'm ready to see somebody else be champ. That's all.
Yeah.
For AEW.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, so to put a cap on this, to piggyback on what you just said, the ratings are dropping.
Yeah.
So it's like, they did all this stuff and the ratings dropped. Doesn't that, like, so from my understanding, and again, like, somebody can debate, I'm open to debate, but doesn't that have something to do with who's your champion?
That's what they said about, Bret Hart or Diesel, back in the 90s when, these guys were champ and they're not drawing.
Right.
Or the ratings are bad, and it's because of who the champ was. That's why they put the belt back on Hogan.
And they have, they had all these debuts. Like, we knew we were going to have Andrade's first match. We knew we were going to have all these title matches. Like, at least the tag team title match. So it's like, it's like, this is supposed to be like a big level. Like, you named it something else other than Dynamite. So This is supposed to be a big level event, and you lost viewers. Right. Just saying.
I'm so confused as to why they're using Eddie Kingston with Penta when Penta could be with his brother. Like,
is Ray hurt?
That's a good question.
Yep. That's the only thing because I'm with you on that. Like, that's all I got. I'm guessing he must have hurt something. Because I haven't seen Ray Phoenix in a while.
Yeah.
So, and because that's one of my overall favorite wrestlers is Ray Phoenix. So I haven't seen him. So, but yeah, like, it's not a good pairing. Like you're insinuating here. It's not a very good pairing.
I'm over Eddie Kingston altogether. Like, he's great on the mic, but like, he's just, I don't know. I can't get into it.
After the Cesaro thing, I think I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I'm like, you're still holding on to that, dude.
So we're 27 minutes into our show right now, and we have not mentioned WWE once, like Raw or SmackDown.
Hey. We talked about how we enjoyed the AEW show in that time.
That's right. So for all you guys who think we're not AEW guys, I'm just saying. DJ
AEW figures I got. Somebody need to give me some credit.
DJ, man, you got two things left on your list here. We kind of covered all mine. Why don't you hit me with what you got?
All right. I got, like, Kofi is just back on that level that he was with Kofi Mania. I think is I'm just putting a stamp on it. I think most of, like, people that are watching anyway know this. I know Raw is a hard watch. Like, I mean, I got back home from my vacation on Monday night, and it was a great way to have me sit down and go to sleep.
I'm at a point right now where I'm really, this is probably not good to admit, having a wrestling podcast.
You're not alone. I'm pretty sure you're not alone.
I don't even watch Raw at this point. I'll read what happens on SmackDown, or follow along on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. Raw, I like that Vince McMahon. I read last week somewhere that Vince McMahon is scouting NXT because he's sick of the same old matches. So at least there's hope, I would think, that he's kind of recognizing, like, hey, this is not working.
It's time to let somebody else book.
That's what I think it comes down. Get rid of these movie writers and shit. I mean, we could have a whole nother show all day.
The people that didn't know the people that didn't know who the champ is.
Right. We could do a whole nother show on what's wrong with WWE, but the hell was it? Oh, I cannot watch Raw, man. I cannot. I get home from trivia on a Monday night and I'm just like, well, the Stanley Cup has been on, the NBA final. Like, there's just been other options where, like, I'm not even thinking about it. I just, flipping through, finding other stuff to watch. So, it's just Raw is so bad right now. So bad.
Flipped on some of that MLB the Show. And
speaking of which, I got to circle back here to housekeeping. The league for our MLB the Show online league within the Fig Cave is up and running. We're not playing any games yet, but you can join it. All you got to do is search for the Run-In Podcast in the online leagues, and it should come up. Still ironing out all the kinks and everything, and getting it ready, but it should be ready to go in like the next couple weeks. So I think it's open to 12 or 15 teams. I got to double check.
Right.
But yeah, it's I got it all set up. We're ready to go. So if you're on it, jump on there.
Right.
And search for the Run-In Podcast, and you should be able to join it. So
it's pretty cool because, like, it's a game that it has crossplay.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to have a PS5 to be in this. All you got to do is have MLB the Show, the current one, and you're in.
Yep. All right, man. Let's you got one more thing. I'm sorry.
One more. Yeah, no, that's cool. And then just like I just wanted to give Zelina some kudos. Like I thought she looked good in the ring. Like in both, like she like obviously she's attractive. I mean, like
I love her. Her.
But even her in-ring work was actually very good.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that all that got ironed out. Like that they were able to iron all that out and get back to work, and here we are. I like seeing endings like that to stupid stuff.
I wonder if she's still for unionizing.
Well, I mean, in one like they might start like they had to admit they were wrong,
right?
So so maybe she you won that. Like it's all about winning those little battles, right? So now maybe like start to plant that seed for that.
right
because you can't be like, look, her man just crossed like just jumped ship and was just on television. So what, you gonna threaten to fire me? Like,
right,
so what does she have to lose?
Yeah, exactly. I agree. They should have some kind of union. Every other sports, league does.
Yes.
And they're always
union and an off season, I think is what wrestling needs.
Yep. They're always trying to, be like other sport organizations. Let's make it happen. So, all right. Before we jump into the news, and there's a lot of news this week, let's hear a little word from our sponsor, Figure Collections. They say that all toy stores are created equal, but you look at Figure Collections and you look at other toy stores, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally, if you go looking for a deal on a wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of finding a deal. But Figure Collections is a genetic freak and not normal. So you got a 25% at best at finding a deal with another toy store. Then you add more toy stores into the mix, your chances of grabbing a deal drastically go down. See, with 3 toy stores online, you got a 33 1/3 chance of finding a deal, but Figure Collections, FC, got a 66 2/3 chance of giving you a deal because other toy stores know they can't beat their prices, and they're not even going to try. So anyone who doesn't shop with Figure Collections, you take your 33 1/3 chance of finding a deal minus my 100% chance of giving you a deal on toys. You got a negative 8 1/3% chance of finding cheap figures with someone else. But then you take my 100% chance of a good deal. If you compare us 1-on-1 and then add 66 2/3%, you got 141 2/3 chance of grabbing a deal from Figure Collections. See, the numbers don't lie, and they spell a great deal on action figures for you from Figure Collections, figurecollections.com. Grab a deal now. The numbers don't lie. All right. You guys know the deal. Figurecollections.com/shop. Get those Cello Retros. figurecollections.com/store is his eBay store. Check him out on YouTube. All right. SmackDown, we talked a little bit about WWE getting fans back.
Yes.
SmackDown is going to take place at Miami's Rolling Loud Music Festival, July 23rd. This occasion marks the first ever collaboration between WWE and a major music festival. Let's see here. I'm just skimming through the all right. The July 23rd SmackDown will have a split site broadcast. We're going WrestleMania 2 style here, with some matches airing from Rolling Loud Miami and the rest occurring at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland.
Okay.
So this sounds pretty good, man. This sounds like a great way to bring fans back in to the mix. The Rolling Loud Miami takes place from July 23rd to July 25th. Features A$AP Rocky, Travis Scott, Post Malone serving as headliners. No word yet as to who or what will be there in Miami, but I would expect,
or who might jump in the ring like with those guys.
I expected it would be they were going to send the top tier guys and ladies to Miami.
Oh yeah. And see if we get like A$AP Rocky getting slammed or something like that.
Maybe Bad Bunny shows up.
Hey, he like limits his schedule. Like he's probably that if he's in the Miami area,
you might be there. You never know.
You might see Bad Bunny.
You never know. Yeah. Never know. What else we got here for news? Oh, stop me if you heard this before.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to make light of it, but Jimmy Uso, yet again, another DUI. This is his fourth one. Ironically, he had a blood alcohol level of 0.205. Yeah.
And then some people, I saw that meme.
Yeah. I almost posted it on our thing, and I'm like, nah, it's not a good look. Like
we got it already.
The dude obviously needs some help. Like,
and he's in a like the most major storyline in the company.
Right.
At the moment.
Right. Now's not the time to be fucking up. So.
Oh my God. Oos. Come on, man.
Yep. NWO, it was the 25th anniversary of
25.
And yeah, dude, I felt so old when I read this.
Still getting a shirt though, but but 25.
25 years since the NWO formed.
And I watched, still going. Like that's still
popular.
That's got to be like the hottest merch.
Yeah. WWE Shop has a whole new section full of NWO stuff. There's some good stuff. There's an Outsider shirt. There's a Hollywood Rules shirt. There's a shirt of the three of them. There's just like a 25th anniversary commemorative shirt. Like there is some good stuff on here. Some posters. Homage has some shirts.
Right.
I'm trying to find the poster because the poster was dope. But I hope it's not sold out. But yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff for NWO stuff on WWE Shop. DJ, there's a lot of talk about the NWO this week, obviously with everything going on.
Right.
So for my question for you, man, who's your favorite founding member of the NWO?
That would be Scott Hall.
Okay.
I used to I would even so in school when I would go up to make a presentation.
Please tell me you would say, "Hey, yo," at the beginning.
I would start and then my friends would be holding in their laugh because they knew what I was going to do. So I would take that pause, look at the audience, take that deep breath. Hey, y'all.
Yeah. That's my GIF. Anytime somebody joins the Fig Cave and Phil puts up like a post welcoming them, my GIF is always the go-to. Hey, yo.
We'd like to take a survey. So and then my friends would they knew what was happening. So just from that, even though he, as Scott, I was talking about this with somebody, as Scott Hall, his matches were not that as great as they were when he was Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
But Mike and, part no pun intended, the run-ins and things that went on while he was Scott Hall were still historic.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I love Scott Hall. I love Nash. I love all three of the founding members. But man, it's hard to again. I don't love Terry Bollea. Right. I love Hulk Hogan, and it's hard to go. It's hard. I don't think I would be as vested or as into the NWO or as like the NWO would not be as memorable without Hulk Hogan in it. And the biggest heel turn,
like Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah. The biggest heel turn in the history of wrestling.
Right.
So I got to go with Hogan.
They can stick it.
That was actually a question sent to us by one of our biggest fans is what I'm trying to say. Sal Russo. Russo sent that to us. And then Mike Lanham sent us a question about the NWO.
Okay.
If you had to pick 3 to start the NWO today, who would it be? Male or you can go male or female on this because he liked to remind me that it's 2021 and we're equal opportunists. Equal opportunists here.
Right. So I think one of the obvious answers here is, and I'm going to use it because I think it would be money, and I think Ringside Collectibles proved that, is you want like John Cena to have a big turn. Like he would be the person that has the big turn.
Yep.
Now, who would be like your two, like basically the tag team champions that kind of beats up everybody is the question.
Right. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I was thinking about this. I'm like, there's nobody on that level. I feel like today it's like such a different time. I was trying to figure out who my 3 would be.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. I think that would be a great threesome. You could call him something like the Shield.
Oh my God.
Or entrance music could go like Sierra.
Hotel.
Indigo.
Oh my God. I can't believe you just okay. So let's see. So that's gonna kill me now. Like what? Damn it, Mike. Why did you?
I think Cena is the Hogan. Cena is definitely the equivalent.
Cena is
to
definitely
Hogan.
the Hogan for sure. I wouldn't have so just because like like that was a great joke, but just because I would not have Roman or Seth anywhere near this, because we've seen them in a group already, so it's like they can't be part of it.
I'm trying to get away from thinking of a tag team, like because there's no.
It doesn't have to be a tag team. And in fact, like technically, they were not a tag team.
Right.
So before the Outsiders. So, but you need some badasses. Like you need 2 bad guys that like have been upper mid card to main eventers.
I got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
You got Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't think they could do it. Never mind.
Who are we gonna?
Okay, I got it. I got it. Cena, Rollins, and Kevin Owens.
Rollins and okay. You still throwing Rollins in there, huh?
Yeah, I'd still throw Rollins in there just because he's such a he's a big name,
right?
I mean, obviously not as big as Cena,
right?
Man, you could even go like Cena, AJ, and Rollins.
How about Cena, Randy Orton,
and
then I don't want to say almost like that's not.
No. No.
Oh, and and then Hangman Page.
Okay. Oh, you're dipping into AEW's bank there. Okay.
That's the guy who jumps companies.
I like it. It's hard to think of a women's one. It really is hard to think. I mean, I can't even do that because it's not. He's saying today. I was gonna say China would like be the leader, but
that would damn. I'm in my mind. I'm thinking of her with like just out there with that NWO shirt on, and it just fits.
Yeah, it would be like China, Nicole Bass, and and Jacqueline. Like that would just be 3 badass women.
I'm about to say like they would beat most men's tag teams.
Right now. It could be like actually I got one. Asuka, Rhea Ripley, and
Sasha.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yep. Perfect.
Sasha would have to be in the NWO, like just from her, just the being pissed off of dropping titles, like
Yep.
just that would drive her to the NWO.
I
Bailey's
like it.
too obvious.
Yeah, I was going back and forth on Bailey, but
yeah, too obvious, and I think she's better like as this character, and I don't think it fits in the NWO.
Yeah,
so I'd go Sasha.
All right. And then you got a couple things here on your notes, man, about Keith Lee and Terry Funk. What do you got?
So Keith Lee posts just asking for patience, like he's going through something, like and he's basically saying, hey, I'm not going anywhere, kind of thing.
Yep.
Just be patient. And I don't need to know everything about what's going on with people. Like if he's got an injury or if he's dealing with something mentally, let that man deal with it. And when he's ready, we'll be here, kind of thing.
Yep.
Terry Funk, man.
Yeah, it's sad to see what's going on with him and just the stories. Like it sounds like it's going to be any day now. Like it just does not sound good.
It doesn't sound good.
No. I felt like an asshole because I almost jumped on Pro Wrestling Tees, had a micro brawler of him.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, I don't have I have the one elite that he has, but other than that, like I don't have a lot of like figure representation of him. I was gonna jump on it, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to do this just because he's like in bad health. Like I don't.
What are they doing? Like they there's a New Jack. There's a and now they're got Terry out there. Like, come on, guys. Like
New Jack at least was afterwards, and all the money went to his estate or his family or whatever. Right. I think the idea behind the Terry Funk one is that he it was his birthday, and that's why they decided to put it up when they did.
But yeah, I mean, and then all you like when you hear about the ailments that he has, like you can't help but think about like those chair shots and
I know
his death matches and and then now it's like it seems like it's coming back. It's coming like now it's time to pay the piper, basically.
Right. And sadly, like it got me thinking about like Mick Foley. Like Mick Foley's obviously a little bit younger than him, but like down the road, this could be happening to Mick Foley.
Well, you saw in the documentary, and when he was on Stone Cold Sessions, like he talks about, like basically all the way having to all the way give it up because he started like having lapses and dude, I'm really happy that at least most at least 95% of wrestling no longer has like the unprotected chair shot.
Right.
Like I don't know about your boy that's about the that still with pizza cutters and stuff. I don't know if he's doing that, but
that is not my boy.
Yeah. No more unprotected chair shots, folks.
Yeah, it's still hard to watch the Mick Foley getting hit by the Rock there.
And then his family like screaming and having
that's very hard to watch sometimes. But I think that's it, man, for In the Ring this week.
Yeah, that's we done like like there was quite a bit of like more news than we're used to.
Yeah, it's been a eventful week here in the world of wrestling. So we'll take it and we'll jump into Walk That Toy Aisle. All right, Walk That Toy Aisle is brought to you by Stack of Cards. Go to stackofcards.com. That's with a Z. Use the code RUN10 at checkout. Save yourself 10%. We're talking about how busy of a week it was in wrestling, but it was kind of a slow week in the world of action figures. We did some big news from a couple friends of the show. FigHeel, he put out a book.
Yes.
A checklist, a 2021 checklist of all the wrestling figures ever. This is wild. I need to order this. I've been slacking on it. It's FigHeel's Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist 2021 edition. It's the #1 new release in wrestling right now. So
wow.
check it out. 3150. It's like over 500 pages. I believe is what I just saw on somebody's social media. I saw it was 500 pages or something like that. I got to get a copy of this. And FigHeel was on our show months and months ago.
Yes,
you can check out the interview on our YouTube channel. But I'm flipping through like on Amazon, you can check out like the pages, like you can scroll kind of quickly through the pages. This covers everything, man. AAA figures, micro brawlers,
Wow.
the AEW figures, New Japan or All Japan Pro Wrestling, all kinds of stuff, man. Check this book out for sure. Chara Pro figures. This is unbelievable. I might buy this while we're on
While you're on the air.
While we're on the air here, and I'm making sure I'm buying the right one because last time I bought something on the air, I bought the wrong wave of something. But yeah, all kinds of stuff from Japan, AWA Remco's, Big Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm just kind of scrolling through here, man. It's unbelievable. $31.50 on Amazon. Grab it. Just type in FigHeel's Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist and grab yourself that book. It's 2021 edition. Again, go back into the archives of the Run-In podcast, and you can hear our interview with the FigHeel. Great interview.
Yes.
It's on our YouTube channels. We have a whole playlist of interviews. And speaking of someone else we interviewed, Extra Cooler, the man behind our logo,
Right.
he, our main logo, he and our Celtics and our Lakers inspired logos.
Right.
He just signed a contract with WWE this week. So he's going to be designing stuff for WWE. So good for him. You can also check out his interview with us on
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
yeah, it's unreal. So happy for him.
I'm happy and jealous. I'll just be honest.
Dude is such a nice guy. Like,
He's so great. He deserves it. He does.
Could not happen to a better guy. Like,
Yeah.
good for him. Congratulations to Nick. Extra Cooler. Make sure you check out his podcast as well. Check that out. Stay tuned because he could be making something big here in the next couple weeks or so. But
Exactly.
Congratulations to Extra Cooler and FigHeel. Target has more issues with pre-orders.
What else is new?
Did
That's
you?
another. That's going along with the USO
Yeah.
mugshot. Like that. Stop me if you haven't heard this one.
Did you order the other wave of Legends with Beefcake and DDP?
I don't pre-order with Target anymore. I just go ahead and I'll get it some other way.
I was going to say those are online only though, so you might be screwing yourself. That's online only.
It'll happen. Something to turn. I'm like with FigHeel. I'm not gonna let myself get to the thinking I'm missing out on something, and then have. Go ahead. Fair enough.
It's understandable. Totally understandable.
Yep.
I ordered Beefcake and mine got delayed to the 20th. It seems like everybody's got delayed to the 20th, so we'll see what happens here. Who knows? Who the frick knows what's going to happen with the Target? When it comes, it comes. That's what
Ivan Drago here, huh?
Yeah, that's what happens when you order with Target. You should know what happens. You should know the risk if you're pre-ordering with Target is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So
rolling the dice.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So keep your eyes out. You might get them Legends sooner than later or later than sooner. Now, Steve from Mattel did a live stream on his Instagram showing off the new Legends. He mentioned that there's some really good stuff coming at Comic-Con, but he also mentioned that there's going to be first time in the line Legends.
Ooh,
that they're
there
going
we
to
go.
announce.
That's what we wanted to hear.
This is where, DJ, we got a question for ourselves.
Okay.
Give me 3 Legends that have never gotten a figure from WWE or Mattel. Not WWE, but 3 figures
From Mattel.
have not gotten a figure from Mattel.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want to see get one?
Well, just because I know it would make you very happy, I gotta say Adam Bomb.
Yeah, but I think Adam Bomb's going to get a Cella.
But can't you do both? Like,
no, I think if he's under contract with one, he's gonna.
Oh, okay.
Because Cella's doing the retro style figures, and now they've got this new line with the
Right.
6-inch or 7-inch figures.
Right.
I think they're gonna end up doing both. So I don't think he can have both. I would love an Adam Bomb Mattel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be very excited for Adam Bomb Cella, but yeah.
So did that also take out the Dynamite Kid?
Yeah.
Man, even though I ordered that, like, don't get me wrong, I ordered the Dynamite Kid coming up, but it would be not, to get like, well, hopefully, like they like saw the Brit, like they kind of marked, like kind of did it off of the British Bulldog one that we have as in his tag team gear.
Yep.
And they make it to scale. Like that's all I'm asking for with
I think it's going to be pretty close. I mean, we'll see. We'll see soon, but.
Right. Let's see. I thought, like, I mean, this question is just funny to me because I've seen people answer this and like they, I guess I'm just not a big fan of like the goofy figures, like say, like the Gobbledygooker. Like I don't want a Gobbledygooker. I don't want, I don't want the bull, like the little person bull. Was it Monitor?
Manator, yeah.
I don't need that. But some, like, I've seen people. Oh, they've never made one, and I want one. Oh, jeez. So. Let's see.
I would actually love a Gobbledygooker.
I know you would. I know you would. We don't. Let's see, because remember, so keep in mind, I know I'm about to probably name some stuff that probably happened because I got into Mattel's late. So. So bear with me, but like, do we have a Killer Bees?
No, there's no Killer Bees.
Okay, so that would, like, with the masks and everything, I think that'll be. I think that would be actually pretty toyetic.
Yeah, that would have been a bad one.
Yeah. I would like, man. So again, here's another one that probably can't happen, but Bull Nakano.
Yeah, that probably can't happen either. But that's all right. This is a wish list. It's all good.
I'm about to say this is from So yeah, I think she would be a great figure. Great, heck, after watching the Grizzly Adams Dark Side of the Ring, can we get a Rockin' Robin?
Oh, there you go.
She was a champ. Ooh, here we go. Here's thinking out of the box. What if they started making some Glow figures?
There you go.
From Glow.
Yep. I got mine. I got 3 here.
Okay.
I've got Mike Tyson because they've made celebrities. They made Gronk. They made Mr. T.
Right.
Give us a DX Mike Tyson.
He's got a few figures.
Yep. Give us a DX Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Give us.
Or even the shirt that rips off and you see the Stone Cold shirt under it.
Oh, that would be even better. That'd be even better. How about a Haku?
I think we know from my pictures I am a fan of Haku.
And I thought I had 3.
Right.
Man, this is tough because they have done so many.
They've made the rounds. Like, so now we gotta kind of, we got a nitpick here now after they've got some of the big league folks already. Oh, here we go.
Crash Holly. I would want. You go ahead. Sorry.
Bad News Brown.
Okay.
Because I was just thinking of the Roddy Piper that we just got with the black shirt, and then Roddy Black, Bad News Brown. That's how all that got in my head.
I would take a Crash or a Bob Holly, to be honest. Crash or Bob Holly, Haku and Mike Tyson. That's my 3 picks.
Bob and Crash with the scale.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. You know who we haven't got actually, and I believe she's under contract. Is Molly Holly?
Ooh,
Mighty Molly. I bet she's one.
Yeah, you can do both. Especially since we got like a Molly Holly 2.0 running around now. Maybe it got in somebody's head to do Molly Holly.
Right. All right. And then one I'd like to see an elite of, but it probably won't happen. Actually, 2 guys I'd like to see an elite. of that probably won't happen because they're signed with Zombie Sailor. Is the Reverend Slick. We're gonna get a Zombie
I like
Sailor
this video like that.
Yeah,
it was just nice to see him, like, because we haven't seen him and we were wondering if he was dead when we were doing
the watch along. He looks exactly the same.
Hey,
and Jeff Jarrett. I mean, they announced that at the live show that we went to, the Major Brothers live show.
Double J glasses. Or
this is a retro. It's gonna be just like there's no glasses.
Okay.
No glasses. It's gonna be just like the Hasbro that was supposed to come out in like 1994.
Okay.
So it's got like the nipple cage tights, like the top.
Right.
It's the same exact figure that was gonna come out in 1994. It's made by drawn by Ron Rudat. Who designed the original Hasbros, and but he mentioned that there will be an online San Diego Comic-Con open pre-order exclusive available worldwide. And if you're one of the first 100 people to order it, you're going to get a Major Wrestling Figure Podcast card of Jeff Jarrett. So it's on Zombie Sailor's Instagram. You can see the picture of what it looks what the prototype looks like. He also put up the drawings of Hercules Hernandez. So we're going to get Power and Glory, and it's going to be phenomenal. He's going to have a removable chain. Man, I'm so excited for this line. I hate how expensive they are. I get why they're so expensive. But I mean, he signed One Man Gang. We're just, I can't wait to get these in hand.
Yeah. One Man Gang.
Matt Cardona actually mentioned on the Major Brothers podcast this week that this figure that he's, that they're making, it's the most money he's ever made off of a figure. So Zombie Sailor is doing something right here where he's making sure the talent is getting paid enough. So I think he's going to be able, to sign some pretty big names here. And if you're in the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast group, you're going to get a head start on everyone to order these. So
here's another thought. Like, what if they took the lines the line that Remco did with AWA and then made Mattels out of the same pack, like the same 2 packs and the same tag teams and but modernize them kind of like Super 7 does.
I think I like that idea, but I think it's too I think the people who are attached to these retros are the Hasbro generation. I think Remco's going to step maybe a couple years back too far.
No, make them Mattels. Make them like the modern Mattel that we have.
Yeah.
But just have the same character. Even you might even want to make the card the card art look like the Remco, but it's still going to be like an elite basically. Yeah. But have those characters. So you're going to have Jimmy Garvin with Precious, for example. The Legion of Doom with Paul Ellering, which that's the one everybody would break their neck
Ric
to buy.
Flair and Larry Zabisco.
Yeah. That's what
that'd be tough to do with all the licensing, but that would be pretty cool to see.
Right. Because I don't think Larry's going to turn down a check to have some merch sold. And then wasn't it or Rick Martel too? I mean, his name's already in it, so. We've already gotten, but now we can get an AWA Rick Martel and so on, Nick Bockwinkel, and so I think that'd be a line people would go for.
Yeah, I think it's a niche line, or niche line, but I think there might be some interest there. I mean, they had a hard enough time selling the retros apparently, but that was partly distribution problems and things like that.
And they was putting a lot of modern guys, if you make 5 million John Cena's, then you're gonna have problems selling them.
Right. But all right. And then the last thing here, or last 2 things, AEW showed off the Unmatched series, series 1. Today it's Kenny Omega, Darby Allin with the TNT title, Miro, and Britt Baker finally.
Yep.
These don't look great from the pictures that were put out, but again, they
never look that way. Yeah, right. They never look that way.
But excited for Britt Baker to get a figure. The Darby Allin looks cool. The TNT title though looks weird to me. But again, I won't pass judgment until I see them in person.
The actual,
see better pictures. But the pictures, I mean, the boxes look cool. They're silver instead of gold. Like the Unrivaled is gold, Unmatched is silver. And the only difference between these, it's not like basic and elite. The only difference is so they can get more product on the shelf.
Right.
Which is what we heard. So
that's what we were told.
Right, exactly. And then last but not least, San Diego Comic-Con is happening. It's Comic-Con at home again. The superstars of WWE and the Mattel action figure design team reveal the most exciting, authentic upcoming WWE figure releases, moderated by the last professional broadcaster, Sam Roberts. The panel features Mattel Elite Squad members Bill McKenna and Steve Ozer and WWE superstars Bianca Belair, Johnny Gargano, Dominic Mysterio, and Adam Cole. This will be on July 23rd at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So that would actually be 2 p.m. real time. So to me, this means
I get Bianca to crawl out of bed, have coffee.
To me, this means Bianca Belair is getting a figure, Dominic Mysterio is getting a figure, and Adam Cole are all getting new figures. Right. I don't know about Johnny Gargano because he just got one. But the rest of those people that are on that panel are definitely getting figures because they always show off, those people, whoever's on the panel, they always show off like a new figure for them. So it'll
probably be like a WrestleMania Bianca.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
With a title.
I would think Dominic would come with like one of the tag titles. Adam Cole probably comes with the NXT title. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for Comic-Con. I'm excited to see what we're going to get. Also, because we don't really have anything to talk about right now as far as figures go. And that's it for wrestling figures. Really, for wrestling action figures, that is it at this point. For until
that was quite a bit, though. That was quite a bit.
I don't think we're going to hear much more until Comic-Con. So, and they
gotta have some bullets in the holster. You gotta have some bullets in the clip here for
absolutely. But July 23rd, we'll have more. Some harder to find GI Joes went up on Target.com today. It was a Cobra Trooper, Baroness, and the coil bike.
Yeah, that looks cool.
This is terrible timing for me because I just decided, hey, I'm not a completist in any line I collect.
Right.
Why am I trying to be a completist with GI Joe classified series? And I was like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm going to put some of these are going for pretty good money because they're hard to find. Right. I'm going to put these up on eBay. And before I could, Target had them up ready to go. So now I got to wait a little bit longer. Target had all, we shouldn't be surprised. Had all kinds of problems where you couldn't actually order them, but they were there. The problems eventually went away and people were able to order them. So we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely downsizing my GI Joe classified collection. I'm going to keep the retros because those are like the ones from when I was a kid. They're smaller and they take up less space, but the 6-inch classifieds, I'm going to keep like Snake Eyes, Cobra Commander, Destro, Roadblock, and that might be it, to be honest. I gotta look through them again, maybe Major Blood and like the Trooper, but I gotta look through them again. Just I'm gonna unload a bunch of them. So if you're interested, slide in those DMs. I know Kenny told me he'd be interested too. But if anybody out there is interested, slide into those DMs. We'll work out a deal and we'll hook you up with some GI Joe classifieds. They are great figures. I'm running out of room. Which I'll talk about actually in weekly purchases. I'm talking.
Here we go.
DJ, you've got some new Hot Toys info for us, huh?
Yeah. So now up for pre-order. They have the Vision. Like for those of you that finished WandaVision, so the new Vision body is now a Hot Toy that you can pre-order.
You can say the White Vision. only because people, if they wanted to watch it, they would have watched it by now if they wanted to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Right, You're not spoiling anything for anybody.
So that's funny. So you can start pre-ordering. Like, let's see, they got $25 deposit, $56 a month. And then those payments won't even start until next May.
Damn, it's so crazy that they do
Yeah.
that. There's still nothing I'm like chomping at the bit to grab on there, but it's still just wild to me. I know you're looking for the WandaVision White Vision pop.
Yeah, that glows in the dark and
it's
and
it's on Amazon right now for $14.99 with $3.99 shipping. It's a Walmart exclusive, but Amazon has it for.
Oh, they find okay. That might be the way this happens.
I'm actually checking Walmart.com right now to see if they have it. Let's see.
Great radio here.
Yeah, $14.99. You can get it, but it doesn't say how much shipping is.
I wonder,
looks like it's the same price, like as Walmart or as Amazon. I mean, I don't think so. It's sold by a third party. It's sold and shipped by West End Toys. Oh, it says. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Main Merch Inc. Yeah, it says free delivery though.
No,
shoot, I'll send you the link. Friends helping friends here.
Of us helping us spend our money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, and this week we're bringing back. Oh, one last thing. I just almost forgot. Ninja Turtles are getting more pops. Mike Lanham sent this over to us. We got the 4 movie Turtles, and then 3 different versions of Shredder, including or Super Shredder, including in Glow in the Dark, and then Toka and Razor. I'm passing on these just because
you're turtled up.
Well, there's my rule with the pops is that if there's a better option like NECA or Super 7, I'm not gonna buy the pops. Like I buy the pops for stuff that like Seinfeld or The Simpsons, where there's not really better options out there. If there's better options, I'll take the better option. But if pops the only way, exactly. So I'm passing on these, but they're out there if you guys want them. And then this or that. That's what we're at. That's where we're at. We're at this or that. I'm all over the place tonight.
I told you he was going to get some energy once the show started.
Yeah, I was dragging ass before we started recording here, folks. But let's see here. This or that. This week, I decided, I grabbed a couple grails the last few weeks.
Right. You were on fire.
I grabbed the 12-inch talking Hulk Hogan and the 12-inch talking Ultimate Warrior recently, like within the last month or so.
Right.
And that's what we decided to do for this or that. I put it up on Instagram. Which would you rather have, the Hogan or the Warrior? Warrior won on Twitter, 63% to 36%. What'd you pick, DJ? Curious.
I picked the Warrior.
Yeah, the Warrior. I picked Warrior as well. The Warrior is just more toyetic to me.
Yeah, there's just the colors and
the neon colors. That's
the expression even on his face. I'm like, that's him. Like, you know.
Yep. And I think I'm going into our Instagram here to see
if there's any change.
One on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure it was Warrior. Yeah, Warrior dominated on that one, 71% to 29%. So, yeah, the Warrior, it's just like the neon colors. It's just, I mean, Hogan's Hogan, obviously, but man, it's just so good. The Warrior is just so good. I actually wish his actual Hasbro, like one of the versions looked like had that paint scheme.
I wish there were more of those. I wish there were more of the bigger ones.
It's exactly where I was going next. Is I tweeted out to the Major Brothers to see if they knew if there was plans for any others to be made. I would think like Macho Man, like right around this time, probably Big Boss Man, Jake the Snake,
Roddy.
like Piper. What's the date on this? 1990. I still have my Warrior right here sitting next to me
in the box.
In the box, still
in the box. What's in the box?
Yeah, 1990. So, I mean, it's obviously Hogan, Warrior, Macho, Big Boss Man. Probably the same guys that got, like, the wrestling buddies, I would think, would get this.
Get one of those, yep.
So.
Because I would get, like, right now, I would get I want that black T-shirt, Roddy, that's about to come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
definitely be grabbing that. And now it is time for weekly purchases, DJ. You got anything? You were in Mexico, man. Did you buy any? You come back with a Lucha Libre mask or anything?
I tried. I really did. But I didn't like I couldn't find like a good quality one. Because I was looking I definitely wanted one, but nope. But I did. So for folks that watch us on YouTube, you definitely over my shoulder you see some new stuff. Like I got some lighting while I was out there.
You got that lighting in Mexico?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
And this I did not like. I just got during my travels. So if like those that can see, it
That's
is
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a glass silhouette of Kobe that changes colors.
Nice.
And you're gonna see this on the in future shows. You'll be seeing this on the shelf as well.
Nice. It looks good. I like that.
Yeah. And they had a bunch I'll be that's I so I got that for those that are that are in the area. I got that at the Ontario Mills Mall. And there's a one of those kiosks that have a bunch of I want to go back because they had almost everything you could think of as a glass silhouette that has a LED light under it.
It's pretty cool.
Yes,
pretty cool.
$25.
That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right. So I took my kid to Heroes Hideout last week on the way to some family stuff, and I grabbed another Hasbro that I needed to check off my list.
Of course.
Big Boss Man number 3.
The Boss Man.
Or Series 3 here. No nightstick, but he's in pretty good condition.
Right.
$25 for him. So I'm trying to check.
Look like he's ready for the sidewalk slam right now.
Yeah. Trying to check these Hasbros off one at a time without spending a fortune.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where all I have left is expensive ones.
Right.
There's a couple cheap ones left that I have, but for the most part, it's expensive, and I'm just going to take my time I do want to have a complete set of the Hasbros eventually.
Okay.
Just because that's my number one when I was growing up as a kid. That's what I played with the most.
Sure.
So I'm very slowly trying to complete this collection, but like I said, if I can find I don't want to go over a certain number for certain figures, so I'll try to.
I have daydreams of going to a garage sale, and somebody's selling a 1, 2, 3 kid for $3 or something.
Me too.
And I give them 10 just for the hell of it. No, really, you should take this 10 for this, for this $3 figure. Trust
that kind of stuff never happens to me though.
No.
I was actually. It's funny. I was trying that you said that because I had that same thought today. I was driving. And there's a house kind of near me that's getting there's a fire or something in it, and it got torn down. But I could see they tore the roof off part of it, and you could still see into the one of the closets. You could see clothes hanging on the closet.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, I wonder what's in that attic. Can I just pull over and go in that attic?
What's he got in those tubs in the attic?
Exactly.
He doesn't need this.
Speaking of pops, I got Creed Bratton from The Office, probably my favorite character on The Office. He's a GameStop exclusive, so I grabbed him. And then my last but not least, right now, I don't know what is going on with me being able to find all these figures that I've been wanting. As far as grails go, we were talking about the 12-inch Hasbros. This wasn't really a grail, but it was definitely something I was after. It's the Ultimate Warrior flashback, the red, white, and blue, with the blue belt and the scepter.
And 4th of July.
Yeah, exactly. Got him for a really good price, loose. I don't know. I've talked about it on the pod before where I had him. I bought him, and then I was like, I don't really need him. And I sold him, not for as much as he's going for right now. And I immediately regretted it because this red, white, and blue Warrior, I remember from the 1991 Royal Rumble when Macho breaks the scepter over his head, and of course I got the Macho to match in the back there, and so I was like, I saw it. The price was super fair because on eBay, man, they were going for over $130. Mint on card, I did not pay anywhere near that. I got it loose, but everything's there. Came in great condition, and that's all I got this week. I have some stuff coming from my office to reorganize. I got a new desk coming. I've got grown-up stuff. I've got some shelving coming. Actually, I got some shelving on my front step right now that I have to go get when we're done recording this. That got delivered today. So The toy room is getting a little bit of a makeover, downsizing a little bit, and I'm gonna take video and pictures and stuff as I go, and that'll be on the vlog eventually once it's all done and ready to go. So I don't know. I'm gonna tilt my camera here a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna mess anything up. You can see an empty Detolf back there.
I see empty Detolf.
That used to be a Detolf full of Star Wars figures, and I emptied it out last week, and I was just like,
that's it.
Star Wars is going in a tote. I'm not getting rid of Star Wars, but they're going in a tote for right now just because the Black Series isn't really doing anything for me. So they're in a tote with some of my Ghostbuster figures. And like I said, man, just kind of putting some stuff away for right now until I get a little more space. So,
yeah, I mean, the space to my immediate left here, I want something other than a Detolf.
Yeah.
I want something wider than a Detolf. Preferably something that has double doors.
There is,
and plus just the fact that I'm not happy with Detolf himself, for what he said. So just out of principle, I don't want to buy a Detolf. You know what he said, right?
Yeah. We talked about it on here.
Oh yeah, So I'm going to lead by example here. I told everybody I don't think we should buy Detolf just for the hell of it. And let's see how he likes his bank account after we don't buy them. And see if he likes toys then.
I used to have, they're called Vitchos, I think. Vitchos from IKEA. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
But they're like Detolfs, except there's no doors on them. They're just open. But they're glass shelving.
Okay. I wouldn't mind that, actually.
They're super nice.
Yeah.
I just was running out of room, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to the Detolfs. And I end up getting a bunch of Detolfs before he said all that stuff.
I mean, the shelf all the way back of the room has no doors on it. So
okay.
Yeah.
But there's other stuff like that that IKEA has now where I'm like, that would be good. Like, there's like a couple things I want to grab from my retros or my Hasbros.
Right.
That I've seen on there. I just haven't had the time to go down there yet. The closest one to me is like an hour and 20 minutes away, maybe. Hour and 15 away, maybe. So
I got a half hour.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Last time we went, it was because my kid had a hockey game down like near there. I was like, oh, we're going to IKEA while we're down there.
Go have some meatballs for lunch.
No, honestly, like normally, yes, but where it is, it's in New Haven, which is like super famous for pizza. So,
oh yeah, no,
some of the best pizza in the world is in New Haven. So
yeah,
we always
I've heard
find
of that. Yeah, no, you're getting pizza. Yeah,
yeah, we always find a pizza joint to go to,
right?
While we're at IKEA. So,
right.
And I think that's it for Walk That Toy Out, man. I feel like we're flying through this episode, which nothing wrong with that. We've had some long episodes the last few weeks, so nothing wrong with jumping into falls.
No pay-per-views or anything. So
right. No real pay-per-views.
No real pay-per-view. No, we don't have we don't have any predictions.
Right.
So
let's do it. I don't mind going to bed a little early tonight. Let's jump into Falls Count Anywhere. Falls Count Anywhere. It's the part of the show where we talk about whatever we want. We do our power rankings. We talk about what we're watching and anything else that may come up. It's brought to you by figtees.co.uk. Use the code RUN15 for 15% off at any order. Also, give them a follow on Twitter. My man is super entertaining on Twitter.
Yeah, he is.
So give them a follow and buy some shirts from Fig Tees.
Yes.
Black Widow hits theaters this weekend. DJ, you going this weekend?
I'm going tomorrow night.
Me too. Oh, not
right.
Tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon. I'm taking my son at like noontime.
Okay.
We're gonna.
I gotta look at the tickets again. That might be.
I was like, you know what? We're gonna go at like he's got baseball practice, so I'm like, we're gonna go at like noon.
Right.
I can't wait to eat some movie popcorn again.
Yeah.
This is my first time in the movies since 2000.
We're going at 7:20. So in the evening.
You and the lady, or you and the daughter?
Me and the so this is my part of the summer where I have my daughter. She's very quietly sitting up in the rafters right now.
Yep.
So I just have her. So so even next week we're gonna go celebrate my birthday and
nice.
All of that good stuff.
Nice. Let's see. I'm trying to see the last time. I'm like on my Cinemark account, and I'm trying.
We're going to Cinemark, and we're going to sit in the D box seats.
I don't know what that is.
You guys don't have D box?
We have luxury loungers. Is that the same thing?
No, not at all. A D box seat is so it moves with the movie.
Oh,
so
that's cool as hell.
So like say that motorcycle chase scene, like the chair is going to be moving like with as it's zigzagging through traffic, for example.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yes.
How do you eat while you do that?
You just stew. It's not like, it doesn't lean that much, but yeah, it's definitely like, you definitely want to have your drink when you put it down, have it in the holster.
All right. That's
so
cool.
It just
makes
makes
it
more fun. Yeah. To me, it just makes it more fun.
Yeah. I'm like, oh man, we have the luxury loungers, like the seats that recline and have the table and stuff. I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
No, that is
me away with this shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool too. Like when you're ready to lounge. Like Marvel and Black Widow.
I know it. First time in the movies, I think I was trying to like go through my Cinemark account to see like the last time I bought movie tickets.
Yeah.
But I can't go back that far.
Do you have Movie Club?
I do. It must have been 2020 sometime. Like before obviously everything hit.
Right.
But yeah, I have Movie Club, but it's not letting me go back that far to see like when the last time I actually bought movie tickets was. Nah. At least on the actual website. I'm pulling up the app right now, making great radio. I actually did look into seeing like how much it would be to like rent the theater. Like my cousin did this around Christmas time. They rented the theater and they just did they went and saw Elf for $99, like to rent out the whole theater.
Yeah,
I was like, I told my son that I was like, dude, you could rent out the whole theater. Like we could do this for Black Widow. You could get some of your friends together.
Right.
Like, let's do it. And he's like, yeah, that sounds good. And then I went to do it this morning and it's like $200 because it's a new release. I'm like, never mind. We're not doing it.
Woo.
Not especially on short notice like that, where I was like, oh, we're going to go tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Like,
right.
No, that's not going to happen.
No.
But I'm just super excited, dude, to get back into the movies.
Yep.
I'm going for free because of Movie Club, like all that stuff. Like hell, that I still had credit and stuff.
Same. Yeah.
So the tickets were free.
They held it for me. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm very excited. But not really going in with like tons of expectations. So I'm hoping it's usually when I go in with no expectations, like a pay-per-view. That's when I enjoy it the most. So
right.
I just honestly can't wait to eat movie popcorn. I fucking love movie popcorn,
especially the way they do it correctly. So for those of you that do not go to Cinemark or just haven't noticed this, but they pour half of the popcorn in the bucket.
Yep.
Butter. Put the other half in there. Butter. That is the correct way to have buttered popcorn.
Absolutely. I don't know if you saw this on Barstool. They did this this was like probably the last movie I went to see,
right?
Where somebody was, because you can do your own popcorn or your own butter at some of the Cinemarks,
right?
And they put a straw in their popcorn, and then put the butter in through hit the button on the thing so it went down the straw,
right?
So it was going like every level of the popcorn. I was like, oh, we're living in 2021. That person's living in 3021. Yeah.
We're they're like 3008 and we are 2000 and late. Like what? What? Yeah, you're right. Like I'm going, like as we've been talking, I went through the app and
couldn't find it in the app
before I
either.
made this purchase. Like I was able to see my tickets all the way to 2017, and now like all I got is Black Widow on it.
Yeah. And then the only other thing I had to talk about here on Falls Count Anywhere, besides our usual stuff, is that Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup last night.
Exactly.
Sad to see hockey, and I've just been loving every minute of hockey.
Town.
That's 2 in a row for the Lightning too.
And that's back to back for the Lightning. That's right.
The Super Bowl. So, and the Rays were in the World Series last year. So,
they damn near. Yeah. So if it wasn't for the Dodgers, they'd be.
Yep. Crazy. Who would have thought? But all right, let's do this. Let's do our power rankings for this week. The most
controversial part of our show.
Absolutely. You want to yell at us? This is where you can do it. This is inspired by a post in the Fig Cave of the best sports movies. So me and DJ are going to give our top 5 sports movies. Mine are in no particular order because I enjoy all 5 of these movies equally. So I can't say like that, X is number 1 or, I can't say that. These are my 5 favorite sports movies. I can't rank them. They're all 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, and 1E. But I'm going to let you go first, DJ. Hit me with your first one.
All right.
Again, no particular order.
So just like I'm the same. Like I can watch each one of these like literally every single day and I wouldn't get tired of it. So let's, metaphorically number 5, When We Were Kings.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever actually heard of that.
So that is it's the documentary film about Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman and Zaire, and just everything that they follow Muhammad around, they follow George Foreman around, they follow, they show all the concerts and stuff that went on when you bought the ticket package, to go see this fight. And what they had to go through with the government, the government was not on the up and up, for the setup of this fight. So all of that is in this movie. So and they put it together very nicely, where you have that very emotional, ending to the fight, So
I definitely want to check this out. I'm looking at it right now. It's on Hulu and Fubo, which I have both.
Right.
I'm definitely going to check this out.
Sure,
maybe even this weekend.
Yeah. I didn't know it was on Hulu. I might have to.
Yeah.
Might have to watch it again.
All right. My number 5. Again, no particular order.
Right.
It's not a documentary, but it's something that you guys are all familiar with. Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
We're going with Happy Gilmore. The Price is Wrong, bitch.
Definitely in my top 10. For Happy. That's just a damn fun. It made Adam Sandler as just a damn funny movie.
You guys will notice a theme with mine. And if you guys know me, you can probably pick. Like if you guys have listened to this podcast, for the last year, you can probably figure out what my top 5 is just based on the fact that my kid loves baseball and hockey. I love baseball and hockey.
Right. I'm expecting some stuff. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, all mine are baseball and hockey.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Happy Gilmore is the closest one that's not to hockey.
And we're
not to one of those.
Back to where we started from. Is that in there? All right. So number 4, I kind of cheated a little bit because I put 2 movies on this because I feel like they're almost the same movie. Just one is made very, very more years than away from the other one. But anyway, it's Rocky 2 and Creed.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So
my favorite. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but my favorite Rocky is actually Rocky 4.
Rocky 4. Okay. Mine was 2. I just thought the way, we all know how Rocky 1 ends. And then just Apollo, no, I'm not accepting that. And I'm going to challenge him every day on TV and then just how he had to go to his wife. I can't just sit here and do that. I'm a boxer. I got to be a boxer. And then Creed. So one of the themes that I have is that except for Rocky 2 and the next movie, well, I'll take that back. But anyway, I've shed tears on a lot of these movies. So Creed, I did when he, I guess I don't want to give too much these movies have been out for a while. You should have seen them by now. So,
yeah.
Just how he was Rocky's why do you want to go out there? He's because, I can't go out I got to show that I'm my own man and I'm not just Creed's son. I got to show that I'm a man, that I can go out there and do my own fighting kind of a thing. And that, that got to me. So yeah, those 2 are my number, 4.
All right. Mine, I'm gonna go with the Mighty Ducks.
Okay.
I
I expected them to be in there somewhere.
I was gonna say, I think you guys saw that coming for sure.
With Goldberg and
with
the Goldberg that you actually like.
And, exactly. Exactly.
And Coach being able to get with Mom, and who doesn't love that?
Right? All right, man. What's your next one?
Number 3, because, well, this movie kind of did end up mirroring a part of my life, and that is White Men Can't Jump.
Okay.
So I did do a little bit of hustling at the beach, and having to run to, like, having days where I've had to run to my car and and things of that nature.
All right.
And I just think it's a damn good movie. Like, just all like the dialogue and the story, funny. Wesley Snipes. Like, what do you like anybody that's played street ball like has seen something in these scenes of when they're playing ball. You've seen something happen that has happened in this movie.
Yeah, that was the first time. Like, I remember watching White Man Can't Jump, and that might have been one of the first times I ever saw boobs in real life. Was Rosie Perez's.
Oh, see, mine
not in real life, but
right,
you know what I mean.
Like a movie screen. Yeah. Mine was Purple Rain.
Ah, all right. I didn't watch that till I was older.
Right.
My number 3 is going to be Slapshot, another hockey one. But such a good.
Right.
Such a good.
Get it right back to where we started from. I knew it was going to be in there.
Such a good hockey movie. So quotable, funny to watch. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
With the brothers out there knocking people's heads off.
Hell yeah, handsome brothers. Yep. Good stuff, man.
All right.
What do you got?
Number 2, Major League.
I was wondering if we were gonna get through this whole list with like one that we both had on our list.
Right.
And I have Major League on my list too, man.
It's like, I just say, like, the final scene or the final act, I should say, where that last game.
Strike this out.
Well, and then it's just, like, so first of all, like you said, it's very quotable, like, for the whole movie. Like, when very, like, hilarious character development. Like, you start, like, so by the final scene, you care about this team. Like, you're emotionally invested.
Even Roger Dorn you care about.
Yes. Okay. And then they like, you have Wild Thing come out to, like, a wrestler's. He had, like, a wrestler's entrance.
Welcome.
Like, you were pumped by the time they're playing Wild Thing and he's marching out to the mound.
Yep.
I just thought all that built, like, for it to build up like that to where, like, you're on the edge of your seat by the end of it's a comedy that by the end of the movie you're on the edge of your seat. Like, I'm like, you don't find a whole lot of movies like that.
Right. When I was a kid, my dad was a truck driver, or still is a truck driver.
Right.
But he was working when we were kids. He was working a job where, like, he would drive all day and then he'd come home, and so he would be taking a nap during the day or whatever, watching me and my sister, and that movie would be on. That and Cheers are like two staples of my childhood from my dad, and Married with Children for some reason are like staples. I haven't shown Major League to my kid yet. He did watch Cheers a little bit but he wasn't into it. But it's coming. He's gonna watch Major League with me at some point.
No, it's gotta come. It's gotta.
It's so good, so good.
I mean, I damn near want to fly out to 4 when you show it to him.
What's your number 1?
Number 1, Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans.
I worked at Blockbuster when that came out on video.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I just happened to, like, so when Remember the Titans came out, it happened to be like I was in Las Vegas with my sister, and I was kind of a third wheel. And so, and I wanted something to do, like, so I just had nothing. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm going to the movies. Like, it was literally like that. Like, okay, Remember the Titans playing. Let's do it. And I came out like, in some like a couple of scenes, I'm in there crying like a baby, and then of course like loving the ending and like the whole storyline, and then it being a true story. After all that, after all that, it's like, oh wait, and this is a true story, So Remember the Titans.
I haven't watched that in so long. I should rewatch that.
Yep.
My last
Especially
one is
now. It really fits now.
Yeah. My last one is The Sandlot.
Okay.
I think that's probably predictable too.
Yeah, and you can't argue with The Sandlot.
No,
you can't. It's got to be again. That's got to be one that's in your sports movies. It's got to be in your top 10. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are.
And it's another one. It's like you remember watching it when you were a kid. It's quotable. Like there's so many.
You did some of the stuff that they were doing.
Yeah, it's true. It's funny is my wife texted me last night. My son had a baseball game, and she's like, "This is crazy. There's fireworks going off after his game." And I'm like,
yeah.
"That's amazing. That's like straight out of The Sandlot." So
right.
Yeah, man, it's just super quotable. Super still enjoy it to this day. All those movies I could watch. I will get Shawshanked if those movies are on, which is if they're on like regular TV and you're flipping through,
right.
I'll stop and I'll just watch the whole thing. So
no, it's true. Once those are going and I let's say 10 minutes, if I come in within the first 10 minutes, then I'm going all the way.
Even for me, man, it's like even if I catch it in the middle, I know what's happened in all those movies, so I'll just keep watching.
I guess it's because I want to see the scenes again. It's not like I didn't know what happened, but I just like watching it that much. Where I'm like, no, I want to see them in spring training again. Where he pissed on Roger Dorn's contract, saying he didn't have to work out. So. While he's looking him in the face, and you just hear the urine hitting the paper, and he's just looking him right in the face, like, this is what I think of this.
So good. And then that's it. Just time to get into what you watching, DJ. What you I know one thing that you're watching for sure, but what you watching?
You're talking about the NBA Finals?
Yeah,
I was watching the whole time. And exciting stuff. I love that the Clippers lost. That was like the main thing of after the Lakers got eliminated. All right, as long as the Clippers don't win, I'm happy.
It's crazy, man. Like this NBA Finals, the Bucks versus the Suns, I feel like is so rare. Like I understand that both teams are good in 2021, but my mind doesn't want to believe that they're good in 2021.
So you got 50 years for the Bucks.
Yeah.
And then never for the Suns. So something's gonna give here.
Yeah, I'm watching right now. Phoenix is up 103-95 with 6 minutes left in the fourth.
Oh well, that's gate. So that's gonna be 2-0.
And this is the most I've watched of an NBA playoff game since the Celtics have been out.
That's really funny. Well, you had other business. You had the
NHL
Cup. Yeah. Cup.
So that's obviously what you're watching. You had one other thing though that caught my eye, and I think somebody was just talking to me about this weekend.
Right. So one other thing I forgot to list there. I am watching the soccer tournaments, both the Euros and the Gold Cup going on. For both of them for men's. I'm not I watch women's. When the women play, but I'm not worried about them as much as it's like I almost have to watch to egg the men on. I'm not, and the women kick ass, so I'm not worried about. I'm not worried. I'll watch them when they get to the Olympics.
Yeah, the women were actually just here. They played their last game before the Olympics in Hartford. They just played last weekend. I almost took the boy, almost.
Mm-hmm. But, so I don't worry about them. The guys, I'm like, even though. We finally have a star on the men's team. So, but I'm like, still, they can still blow this. You guys, but they've been playing better. And also, so on Netflix, there's this docu series called Pop, where each episode they go over a history of a particular pop music or auto tune, and like one whole episode on auto tune. I didn't know that a lot of the hit songs that we love from pop groups is from Sweden. Okay, so like literally the same people that wrote ABBA's stuff is still writing hits, and you ever want, like, for example, like I'll give you a great example, and this will blow your mind for people that listen to this. The song "I Want It That Way," right? You ever notice that the lyrics of the song, like the English is not that great? That's why.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a great series. You learn stuff like that.
Dude, somebody was telling me this weekend about the T-Pain one, or the auto-tune one with T-Pain.
That's a good episode.
And how he was super depressed because people were accusing him of ruining music. I'm like, how are you gonna be depressed?
Usher flat out, called him over to where he was sitting on a plane. They were sitting on the same plane. He called him over and they're talking. He says, "Yeah, you kind of fucked up music." Usher
used auto-tune in one of his songs.
Right.
His song, "Oh My God," is all auto-tune.
That's pretty auto-tune-etic, isn't it? So I think it's that T-Pain and his songs, like, it's almost entirely. And the shame about it is that he doesn't need it. Like, he can actually sing without it. He just wanted to do something, a little bit different. But I am with, like, I don't need the entire vocal to be in robotic auto-tune. I don't need that. Like, right. I don't mind, like, the hook or something, in which, like, a lot of hit songs with T-Pain doing the hook. Yeah, I'm all for it.
Right.
But the entire song, I don't really need it.
They what the hell? Oh, Behind the Music is coming back too. Speaking of, like, on that level. Yeah, Behind the Music, New Kids on the Block, Ricky Martin. There's like a couple other really good ones that, like, honestly, those are so good that, like, I'll just watch them no matter who they're about. Good.
And then if you got TV1 too, they have a kind of a Behind the Music. It's called Unsung. That has, like, so you hear about, like, the lesser known R&B acts, like what happened to them, like SWV, for example. Like, they have an episode on them.
Okay. Yeah, it's such a good series. Behind the Music. Me and my buddies went to see Liam Gallagher from Oasis a couple years ago. We actually listened to the whole Oasis Behind the Music on the way up there. Like, he put it up on YouTube, and we just listened to that on the way up there, and it was actually a lot of fun. Yeah. Going back and reliving that episode. So
they take the covers off of everything on Behind the Music.
They sure do. If you can find it on YouTube, one of the saddest Behind the Musics is Blind Melon.
Mine was Milli Vanilli. Like, that one got me. That was sad. Yeah.
All right. That is. Oh, the only other thing I'm watching is, just like I said, we already talked about it a little bit, is the Stanley Cup Finals. And now it's over. So now I got to try to find. I did watch some Parks and Rec today on Peacock, and I've been watching WWF Superstars again on Peacock. Now that I got Peacock on
George
my Fire
Lopez
Stick.
Too.
What's that?
And like, we for fun put on George Lopez.
Oh, nice.
On the Peacock.
Yeah.
Oh, and you'll like the new Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot at some point. At some point, I'll give it a shot. All right, guys, time to start wrapping things up here with the Run-In podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Before you turn us off, though, we got a couple of shout outs here. Of course, got to shout out the Fig Cave. If you're on Facebook, go to thefigcave.com. That'll bring you right to the Fig Cave Facebook group. Mike Lanham, friend of the show, going to have a huge claim sale in there very soon.
Yeah, he is.
Listen to the Fig Cave podcast, and you go over to Collar and Elbow and use the code CAVE for 10% off anything at Collar and Elbow. I just bought a shirt and a hoodie over there. Should be here later this week. So I'll give a full update next week during weekly purchases. Of course, a shout out to Figure Collections, Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. Kenny over at the Call Up, our boy Kenny. Kenny, we love you. Kenny's doing big things, man. He had Kyle O'Reilly on his show.
Come on now.
He's got Chris Van Vliet coming on the next couple weeks. Like, he's doing some big stuff over there. WrestleGeddon podcast coming down the aisle with John Swallow. Shout out to John Swallow. He bought a shirt from our Pro Wrestling Tee store this past week with the sale. And then Turnbuckle Tavern. These guys are putting out like a new episode almost every single day.
I'm like, what is going on over there?
They are also killing it, man. They
have us on. I want to go on.
Yeah, I was going to say,
go on a debate.
I was supposed to go on this week and something came up. I'm going on next week. I'm going to record something with them next week. Okay. I know they're going to be sliding into your DMs, DJ. They want to have you on as well. And they had Hornswoggle on this week too. So
they did, yeah.
Lots of good stuff there. You can still use our code over at Heroes Hideout, heroeshideout.com. Use the code RUN_IN for 10% off there. Keystone Collectibles on Instagram. They've also got a run-in code, RUN10 for 10% off there. And then, of course, the social media, man. YouTube.com/The Run-In Podcast. Make sure you subscribe over there. A lot of vlogs. DJ did some unboxings. I got the live 8 vlog from when I went to Baltimore and hung out with Mike and Phil and Zach.
I'm surprised they're letting you guys back in the state.
Yeah. ProWrestlingTees.com/RunInPod. Buy a shirt. That's the best way to support the show. Yes. You can follow over at Twitter at Run-In Podcast. On Instagram, it's at The Run-In Pod. I'm Tommy Paradise on Twitter and Instagram. DJ.
And on the Twitter, on Instagram, and on Twitch, I am FigKnight27. FIGKNIGHT 27.
I gotta figure out this Twitch thing. Mike Lanham's supposed to give me the login stuff for the Run-In Twitch. So follow us on Twitch. I don't even know how to tell you to follow us, but soon we'll be on Twitch.
Yeah, you're
doing stuff on there.
You can't miss us. You'll have the logos and everything.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. It's been yet another edition of the Run-In Podcast. Good night.